42-year-old Fradoon Rashan was shot outside an adult bookstore in the Midway district last month. NBC7's Artie Ojeda is here with more on his pretty violent history. Artie?
Catherine, NBC7 examined the criminal history of Fradoon Rashan, and we found he served jail time. He had a history of mental illness and was even being deported back to his native Afghanistan. So how was he back on the streets, ultimately losing his life in a confrontation with police? This request for a restraining order was filed by Fradoon Rashan's mother just 2 days before he was shot and killed by a San Diego police officer. She called her son aggressive and violent and said last year he threatened to light the house on fire so that you can all burn. Court records show a history of criminal behavior dating back to 2005. It includes burglary, vandalism, petty theft, trespassing. Rashan was sentenced to 1 year and 4 months in prison. Court records also show years before the fatal shooting, Rashan's mental health was called into question. His family says he had been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. Yet twice a court ruled Rashan mentally competent, and that's troubling to homeless advocates.
When they're just out in the street, there is no mechanism, there is no support system for them, and bad things happen.
Rashan's family has asked for privacy and declined all interview requests for this story. But in 2005, documents show a sister filed a restraining order, which Rashan violated. That led to efforts by immigration officials to deport Rashan.
The problem is, in these kinds of situations, the family will experience guilt because they were at a crossroads. What could they do?
And psychologist George Pratt says there's a need for new procedures to protect everyone impacted by the chronically mentally ill, including family and even police.
We have problems with access, and then the police in these kinds of situations not knowing what the current status, mental status is of the person. It puts them in a very difficult position.
The police department will not comment any further on the case, only saying their investigation will eventually be turned over to the district attorney's office. And if you would like to read more about Fradoon Rashan's history, it's a sad and compelling story. Just go to our website at NBC7.com. Artie Ojeda, NBC7.